If I seem quite lost, find me, especially when my mind kicks in. I've been searching round hours and hours, but I feel you pulling me up. Can you even imagine how lost I seem to be? Sometimes my eyes lock on the ceiling, with nothing staring back at me. So pull me out. I couldn't help myself.
Okay. Hey, everybody. All right. I'm 27. What a weird time to have a birthday. All right. Steven, hey, Jen, Rianne, Raven, thanks so much. Jenna, Katie, thank you. Jill, Diana, thank you. Christina, thank you. Hey, Eamon. So, you guys, I'm trying to do something different. I don't really like getting birthday gifts, and I like to give them instead. So, you may have remembered this small copper tree. I actually made it in one of my last live videos teaching my parents how to make wire trees. And I was thinking about what to do for this video, but also during these times. And I was like, why am I not going to give away this tree to a healthcare worker? They're working incredibly hard. We need them now more than ever. And it's my honor to be able to send it. So what I need you to do is comment in the video. It doesn't have to be their name. It can be a story about someone. You can use initials if you need to. But for every comment that gets posted, I'm going to do a drawing. And it can, if you have multiple people in your life that are healthcare workers, you can feel free to comment. Every single one as a different comment. And in probably 2 or 3 days, I'm going to take track of everything, and I'm going to draw it, and I'll ship it for free and as my gift to any healthcare worker as a little bit of what I can do to pay it forward on my birthday. So this is the little copper tree. I made it, like I said, with my parents. Hey Mark, how are you? I made it with my parents in one of my last live videos, which if you didn't watch it, it's on my page. It's hilarious. My mom and dad, after 9 years of me being an artist, finally made their own wire trees. So please comment. Everybody is super deserving of getting a gift from me, and I wish I could make something for everybody, but I think it's the best thing I can do to just pick one random person from everybody that's connected here and give that tree to them as my thank you. For those of you that don't know, thank you so much for all the happy birthdays, Chelsea and Wayne and Katie. Thank you, Mark. So it's National Sculpture Day, which is really ironic because I feel like I never knew this until this year. But I have a lot of sculptures. So for everyone that's watching that maybe doesn't know my work, I primarily make wire trees on cut stone bases. I've been doing this for almost 9 years now, and it's my passion and my love, and I love creating. I do mostly commission work, so a customer will message me on Facebook or my email, or they'll say, hey, I love this style tree, or hey, I have this rock from somewhere I've been, and basically I work with them to create exactly the piece that they want on that rock that they have, or one from my studio. And it's a way for me to really connect with the person, but also to kind of give a feeling to the piece. There's plenty of people that make beautiful art in the world, and if I can do it my own way and make it special for someone, then that's my job, and that's what I love to do. I love that we're getting some awesome nominations right now. Matt, thanks for the nomination. Vicky, Diana, Susan, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. Yes, it's really great if you could share this or tag any of the RNs. I don't know if there's any nursing pages or groups out there for any local nurses, but I want to get as many people as possible to be able to win this. For those of you that just joined, I'm giving away this copper tree that I made to a healthcare worker on the front lines right now to celebrate National Sculpture Day, but also as a little birthday thank you to pay it forward. So thank you so much for tagging people so far. It's awesome. If anybody has any questions or anything about my work, oh, thank you, Corinne. Thank you. If anybody has any questions about my work, feel free to ask. Everything that I have in this picture, from the 3 large ones on the back table and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces up in the front. Hey, Lee, what's up, buddy? Everything I have right now is also currently available at the time of posting this video. I also have, for those of you that don't know, I have these copper roses, and in the last 3 weeks, I have made and sold. I made 18 and I sold 16. I only have 2 left of these copper roses. They're usually over $200 with shipping. Right now I'm doing $185 with free shipping and before Mother's Day, so I can ship them out on Monday and they'll get there. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, definitely feel free to message me or email me. Like I said, I sold 16 in the last couple weeks and I only have 2 more. I cannot get any more materials or cut the materials that are needed. And if you want to see how these copper roses are made, there's a video that I posted a couple posts ago on this Facebook page. Shout out to my brother Hound, who's in Canada with Phoenix, his fiance right now. We're listening to his music. We used one of his songs for the video. Nick Ivy, huge thank you for editing that video. It actually shows the whole process of how I made these from start to finish, and it's the first time I've ever created a video like that. So if you haven't seen that, definitely after this live, go check out that. Thanks, Lee. Susan, thank you so much. Yeah, let me know what kind of bonsai is your favorite. We're already getting awesome people nominating, and thank you so much. And I just want to say, obviously, I hope that everybody watching this video, or who watches it in the future, is safe and healthy. We've all been affected by COVID-19, but it's all of us together that can help make this the least impactful as possible. I know I've been super good, and my family has been staying in and working as much as possible to stay productive. If there's anybody out there that needs to talk to someone, or if you're an artist wondering kind of what to do, please reach out. I want to be a resource to as many people as possible, because we will absolutely get this through this together for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Tina. Thank you, Susan. For those of you that are just joining, please comment or nominate someone. I'm giving away this small copper tree that I made in a video a couple weeks ago to a healthcare worker right now as my little pay it forward birthday gift. So just please comment. In probably 2 or 3 days, when all the comments have come through, I'll go through and I'll randomly pick someone, and then I'll just message you for shipping information and stuff, but I'm going to send it for free to somebody. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So we have a couple different styles of the pieces. For those of you that don't know, I do really enjoy like this bonsai style, which is like kind of like these. They're really fun for me. The leaves take a ton of time, but it adds such volume and depth and character to the piece. And I just love the way that you almost have like a shadow. On the larger pieces, they physically like create a silhouette, which as the artist, to finally see something come together like that is really amazing. Then I have some like more kind of like pine tree, or like kind of, no, not dead, but more sparse looking trees. They're really fun for me to make too, because now you're really focusing on the silhouette. How are the branches growing? You know, what is affecting the tree? How is it growing off the rock? Is it dead? Is it alive? Is it during the winter? I love walking around in the winter and seeing how the trees look, you know, without any leaves on it, because I think it's just really interesting to see. You know, we're used to seeing all leaves and everything, and then we see how the branches are actually growing, and are they, yeah, so I just love the way that it's so organic and natural. And then I actually have one that I just kind of made. This one I actually kind of did with half leaves and then half without. I kind of thought it was really cool, especially given the times, to kind of see the separation between, you know, the life at one side. Is that an older part of the tree? Is that a dead part of the tree? It's always cool to challenge yourself as an artist, and especially during these times, you want to focus on challenging yourself. It's good for your brain, it's good for your mind, it's good for you as an artist, because we're not in a normal situation, and we have to do everything we can to try to balance that and battle that. So I've been trying to create a lot of different style pieces. Some we have in the back are a lot larger. For those of you that don't know, I also have a book that's available through my website, digital. So there's, you know, it's contactless, or I have some ones that I can sign you and send. But it shows the process of making my largest tree ever. My largest tree is 4 feet by 4 feet with 1,710 wires, which is about 3.5 times the size of this large steel one in the back. But they do get pretty large, so obviously depending on the budget and the space, it's awesome for people to find a tree that fits them, and that's why I love doing commissions. That's why I wanted to show kind of a variety, especially on Sculpture Day. But they do get pretty big. So, Lee, which artists inspire you the most? Well, first off, you do, and I miss you, buddy. You know, I love Marcus Sebastiano. I love Mark Klaus. I love... there's so many people. I'm from Newburyport, Massachusetts. There's so many people, even just locally, not even international artists, locally, that I love their work, and I started to see their work when I started making art. Hillary Scott, Cara Gagne, Cale Baker, Liz Offant, Lindsay Hall. There's just so many amazing local people that are my friends, and they push me and they challenge me, and I challenge them back, and it's just a really cool way as an artist to grow, because it's a community. And I didn't go to art school. I'm totally self-taught, and I've been doing this for 9 years. I've sold over 400 pieces all over the world. So I wouldn't have done that without the pushing from my community. Nick, thank you so much. Everybody check out Nick's Seasonal Decor on Facebook. Nick Creticos, amazing local kid. Super inspiring to me. Pushed me to do these live videos, which I'm probably really bad at, but yeah, it's just fun, and I hope I can connect with some of you. Darlene, thank you so much. Yeah, for those of you that are just joining, please, I'm giving away this copper wire tree that I made during one of my last videos to a healthcare worker. So please tag or comment everyone that's deserving of this. Obviously, we so appreciate their work now more than ever. But it's the least I can do to celebrate my birthday as well as National Sculpture Day than to, you know, pay it forward as an artist and push it to the next person. Claudette, thank you so much. I wish I had like a little thing to put these in. Let's see if that works out. Probably not. There we go. Awesome. So we had a couple questions from the last, hey Lexi, how are you? we had a couple questions from the last video that I posted. So people were wondering how I attach the trees onto the rocks. And hi, Ankit, love you. So what I do is I epoxy the wire onto the stone, and then that's how I can sculpt all the roots down on top. It's taken 9 years of work to get to the point where hopefully it looks like it's growing on it, but it's a labor of love and it takes a long time, but I love the way it looks like it's really clinging on. Yo, thanks so much, Kyle. Can't wait to grab a drink and go for a ride soon. Yeah, virtual hugs. Those are definitely needed now. If anybody has or any kind of beverage at home and wants to cheers, just comment cheers. I'll definitely cheers you. I'm drinking water right now, but we'll pretend. So let me see if I can do something. Liz, it was really good. We got some good old Chinese food takeout. Shout out to Kowloon. If you know, you know. Let's do a little rotary here. So we've all seen this piece that I'm giving away. We'll push that to the side for a second. Hey, Megan. Shout out to Kitchen to Aisle. Catering. Chef Nick. Let's see if this gets in the way. Diana, thank you. Lee, we got, oh man, my parents might have to comment exactly what we got. But we got saugus wings, chicken fingers, house special pan-fried noodles, house pork fried rice, teepee dumplings. There's a whole fridge full, I don't know. They're upstairs right now. Hey Grace, how are you?
Did you say sushi?
Yeah.
Did you say sushi? Sushi, Peking dumplings. Happy birthday, son.
Thank you, Dad. Thanks for the great day.
It was a great day.
For my birthday, my dad let me help him put a new section of fence up. So
Totally Tom Sawyered him.
literally.
Totally Tom Sawyered him. He's a hard worker.
What a great way to, yeah, Lee, it doesn't sound like enough. Dude, if we were here, dude, we would have plowed through him.
Happy
That's
birthday.
so funny. Thank you, Dad. Love you. Yeah, drink. Yeah, Bud Kelley he's the healthcare worker for my mental health, that's for sure. Yeah, the tree man, that's right. So I do use felt on the bottom, yep. I use sheet felt, which I used to use little rubber bumpers and other felt, but I just love the sheet felt the best, so I switched to that. Peg, thanks so much. For everybody that's new into the chat, I'm giving away this tree to a healthcare worker right now. It's my birthday, it's National Sculpture Day, but it's just really important to give back to the community, and they're working so hard, and we need them now more than ever. So if you want to nominate anybody, just comment them. You can give a little bit of their story to give them some kudos in the chat. In a couple days, I'll close it, and I'll take everybody that commented, and I'll randomly pick someone, and then I'll ship this tree that I made to them in one of my last videos, and I'll ship it to them. And it's the least I can do to do something small for somebody. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, we're getting some awesome Mass General. Yeah, lots of people in Boston. So I'm just going to do a little circle. And if you guys have any questions about the pieces or anything, again, everything that I'm showing you, except for the tree I'm giving away, is currently available through my page or my website. Oh man, let's see what else. Phoenix. We all know that Carol Baskin did in fact kill her husband. That's just a fact. That's hilarious. Yeah, for those of you that are watching, it'd be awesome if you could share this video. We obviously want to, reach as many healthcare workers as possible. We're already getting I wish I could give something to everybody. There's so many amazing local organizations. Sarah Lord from Makeup by Sarah Lord did such a great giveaway for Anna Jakes and set up a whole thank you. I just have such an amazing community, and if this is something I can do to help in any small way, then it's my pleasure to do it. So this is the tin copper wire on a piece of pink quartz. And I love these kind of like bonsai style trees again, like I said. I always try to, when I cut the rocks or when I get them, they're just raw and uncut. And thank you, Shayna. And I always try to find a way to like perch something or the tree on the rock. I never want it to just be like totally flat. It's just kind of boring to me. So I always want to have it off to the side, growing up at an angle. It's just really fun for me to kind of create that balance as if it really was on that cliff top or, you know, whatever the case may be. So that's one tree. Do another one. Oh, and if anybody has any ideas, thank you, Peg. If anybody has any ideas on the titles, these pieces, yeah, all of these pieces are actually not titled as of right now. I usually don't title them until they're put into a gallery or for sale. So if you have any fun ideas for a title of any of the pieces, definitely comment it when it pops up so people can see what the ideas are. And if anybody's at home or possibly drinking any kind of beverage, cheers to National Sculpture Day. Any other April 25th birthdays out there? Happy birthday. I'm drinking some good old H2O. I love how my dad knows more people in here than anybody else. That's a classic. Thanks, Peg. Wow, Mary, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. I hope you guys are well. I just talked to Jenna the other day. Armando, no problem, man. Comment a thumbs up if you think that Jen says I should title this piece "My Hands Got Tired." Comment a thumbs up if you think that that's pretty funny. I wish that was as simple as it was. I really did try to actually do something kind of different with this one, but my hands do get pretty tired after all those loops. Oh man, my favorite 27-year-old legend is Lee Marshall Gordon. He's the coolest 27-year-old I know. Ooh, Windswept. I like that. I like that name. Phoenix, the best part about being a Taurus is that all of that stuff does not mean anything to me because I know nothing about it. So I guess just being a Taurus. Horoscopically speaking. Lee. Switch it up. So these kind of weeping willow, kind of more barren. Oh, thanks, Paul. Winds of Change. So Wayne, Winds of Change is actually the title of the biggest piece that I have ever made. It's that huge copper piece. So I titled that piece because it was the first large piece, or the second large piece I'd ever made. And I knew that making that piece and making the book truly was like a step in a different direction for my art. So that's why I titled it Winds of Change. So that huge copper piece, which is in my book, there's a photo of it here in the currently available album on Facebook. But that is the title of that piece, yeah. Yeah, the science, turns out science is pretty important. Yeah, the great thing about these kind of weeping willow pieces is because there's not as much work in the Ventaset. Oh, Beth, that's a really cool name. Yeah, so there's the pieces that are more, less leaves and kind of simplified like this are a lot more affordable because they don't take as much work. And I have a lot of people. I actually just delivered one today that's similar to this. So if you're looking for that small kind of nature-related piece but don't have a huge budget, this would be a great option. Let's do another of these. Paul, the question is on the willows, do you flatten the ends of the wire? Sometimes I do. For the tin copper or copper wire I do. For the steel wire I don't because the wire's too rigid. But I do hammer them sometimes. If you look through my albums, there's a lot of examples of that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, again, all of these pieces that I'm showing are available. So if you are interested, definitely shoot me a message, or I'll check after the video's up, and we'll see if you can take it home. And shout out to any other April 25th babies out there. I name every piece. Sometimes it's not right when I finish it. Sometimes if it's when I enter into a show or a customer messages me. Some artists are really good about naming. For me, it's more of like the feeling and the connection that I make when I sculpt it. And I'm also really not great at naming pieces because, for those of you that don't know, I kind of stunk at English in high school. So it's just something that I struggle with. Some artists are like so fast on amazing names, but naming the piece is harder. Thank you, Lolita. Paul, the copper wire is definitely easier to work with. Oh, Cascade, that's a good name for the last one. Yeah, the copper one is definitely easier to work with. It's softer, so it does mar easier, it does snap easier. The steel is a little more rigid. I love both in different ways, but it depends on what the customer wants to do. I match the wire based on the base as well. I'm always trying to, hey Kaylee, I'm always trying to match the tones and kind of shapes and colors in the stone with the wire. It's why when I do commission pieces, I really like to have the stone, photos of it, maybe when it's wet so I can see the colors, because I really want it to seem natural and paired and connected with it. Jasmine, thanks for the nomination. Miss Herette, yes, I do the roses, but I've also I've done sunflowers, I've done a lily pad. It's really whatever I can kind of hammer and get the shape out of with the copper. For those of you that don't know, if you didn't watch the video of how I make the copper roses, which, like I said, there's only 2 currently available. The other 16 were totally sold out, which is amazing. It's all naturally patinaed. I don't use paint to color the copper. So I just want to be able to pick a flower that I could kind of, replicate those natural colors as close as possible. It's obviously not a real rose, so I'm not worried about matching, but I do want that kind of stylized color to be similar. Ooh, Solitude. That's a good name for this one. I like that, Paul. It's a good one. Phoenix. If you could travel anywhere to gather rocks for future pieces. Apparently there's this pretty cool lake. I don't know if it's in North Dakota or Canada, but it's like all these crazy colored rocks, and that would be really cool to check that out. Running out of run. This one's a bit... Yeah, Salt Spring Island, exactly. So like I said, we're doing a couple different styles since kind of being in quarantine. And I've never really done a style that's totally upright like this, maybe 2 or 3 pieces before. And I just love how much volume it takes up. I love you should see it in the sunlight because of all the different facets of the copper. But it's really fun to, again, challenge yourself as an artist and kind of, Flathead Lake, that's what it is. So this is with the copper wire, and I don't know if you can see it on the video, but this rock has like a lot of cool, like, kind of sedimentary facets into it, so I wanted to position it that way. Static, that's a good name. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Let me know when you get those cards, that'd be awesome. If anybody's new into here too, thank you so much for sharing. If you're sharing it, drop a like on the stream. We are giving away this copper wire tree to a healthcare worker, so I just need you to nominate them by commenting. You can nominate multiple people. And then I am going to, maybe in like 2 or 3 days, I'll get all the names and I'll randomly pick it, and then I'll ship this tree as a thank you, kind of like a birthday pay it forward. And we'll ship it to somebody that obviously is very well deserving. And thank you from my studio to everybody else's. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. I'm really excited for just, us getting through this together. So thank you for tuning in, and thanks for helping me celebrate my birthday. I think we should bring in one of these big trees. And this one is my most recently finished. Let me see if you can actually see the whole thing. This is with the tin copper wire as well, but it's a lot larger. Ooh, just barely fits in the top. That's perfect. Yeah, and like I said, I love making the smaller pieces because they're, more affordable in different budgets, but it's just awesome to create a little bit bigger, challenge myself, use a little more wire. These are actually kind of my medium size compared to what I make, but it's so much fun to see them in the spaces when they're in their new homes. Diana, this piece probably took, let's say, maybe 20 to 30 hours probably. It's hard to tell because the days are kind of flowing together. JT, thank you. Paul, ever thought about putting some epoxy on one for snow covered effect? That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, sometimes the tin copper wire especially already has that kind of covered look, depending on what direction the sunlight's hitting it, but that'd be a cool idea. Yeah, Uncle Graham. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I do some welded trees as well out of steel rod. I've done 2 in schools and 1 in a customer's home, and hopefully another one coming soon. But I welded like a 4 foot by 5 foot tree to come out of someone's beautiful countertop so that they could hang laundry on it. And that is on my website. So if you go to wyberryan.com, under the commissions page, there is a couple pictures of that. But that one was really cool. Again, I make wire art, but I also do metalworking and welding and stuff like that. Ooh, am I ever going to get a tree tattoo? I think probably. I mean, I already have the, pliers, so I wonder if I would get, a tree that I made as a tattoo, which would be pretty tough to do. Alright, let's put this one away. this is a very interesting story. So, this piece I just recently finished as well, and I actually do have a name for this one. It's called Precarious 2, and that's for a couple reasons. My first piece, titled Precarious, was a rock in kind of a similar shape that was so tall and it was such a narrow rock that after the whole tree was done, I actually had to put a metal base on it because the tree wasn't actually balanced because it was so top heavy. So that was kind of what spawned the Precarious, and it was like precariously growing. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, Kayla. But the other reason I wanted this Precarious too is, funny story with this rock has been in my studio for at least a few years. And it had cracked, and then I didn't know how to cut it, and then I finally cut it with a bunch of other rocks, and then I have it just sitting in my studio cut for a couple months, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna freaking make something out of this now. And I figured, why not just have 2 trees on it, because it had that kind of unique little step on it. So we have Precarious 2. Cliffhanger, yeah, that's a good name, Mary. I feel like a lot of these would be named Cliffhanger. Also, life is kind of like a cliffhanger right now, so that's really topical. For everybody that's kind of new in the chat, anybody that's not in the know, so this tree right here, I'm giving it away as a pay it forward birthday gift, as a thank you for National Sculpture Day, and as a thank you to healthcare workers. So if you know a healthcare worker that obviously everybody's super deserving of something, especially now because they're really on the front lines, but I want to do my part and send that to somebody. So just comment them in the feed right now. In a couple days, I'm going to tally up all the names, and then I'll randomly pick someone, and I'll send that tree for free to them as a thank you for standing strong and doing the work that they're doing right now. So if you haven't shared this video yet, if you haven't liked this video yet, if you haven't commented or nominated anybody's name yet, I would super appreciate it. It goes such a long way, and it's really the least I can do is just a small thank you. So I would appreciate it. By the Lake, that's a good name too. I'm going to get the big one, so hang on. Make sure we have the room for it. Let's see if this even fits in the frame. I honestly don't know. Hey Kendall, how are you? For those of you that don't know, there's like a delay between the video and what I see, so I'm trying to work with what we got. Oh yeah, it's just a little too tall. Yeah, Jim. We'll get it. Clearly this is why I need to build Split Rock Studios, so that I can actually have a studio big enough for my work. Which, for those of you that don't know, I've been in the process for the last 4 years of purchasing land in Byfield, and in hopes to build a home and studio for me, but also have a rental side for other artists so they can live and work efficiently and affordably. And hopefully, as a birthday celebration for this month, within the next month, I will hopefully close on the land. So we are one step closer. I have a Facebook and an Instagram for it, Split Rock Studios. More details will be coming on the way as things progress, and I'll obviously share everything with you guys as far as the building process, and it's probably going to take about 2 years to do from start to finish. But it's been my life's mission since I really started this, that I wanted this, and finally it's slowly coming together. Mr. Rhett, this is probably 30 or 40 pounds. I mean, I'm not really a good judge of weight, but I could weigh it. I usually weigh it when it's off to a gallery, because sometimes they ask. Carol, thank you. Yeah, one step at a time, we'll get to the bigger studio. So something like this is definitely towards the larger style of pieces that I make. It's nowhere near the biggest, which is probably crazy to some people watching because it looks huge in the video, but this I think only has 600 wires, and the largest one I've ever made is 1710, so it's nowhere near as big as the largest one. But I love these huge wind-blown weeping willows, and this is the steel wire as well. Seeking the Light, that's a good name. That's a great name here. Yeah, I love the way, you can kind of see it in the studio lighting, but the steel wire kind of catches the light at certain angles. And again, all these in natural light are much better. Chris, thanks so much. Diana Shadows, that's a great name. It's just kind of crazy as an artist, but also someone that this is their life. Seeing this video and seeing you guys watching it and seeing like the whole frame filled with art that I made is like really rewarding. What is the inspiration for this one? The inspiration for this one was I wanted to make one of the larger, kind of medium, larger size pieces that I make. And there's just something about the steel windblown that, I've made several of these larger pieces like this. They all have amazing homes now. So something for me that I know that people like them, but I also really like making them. There's something really pleasing to shape it all in one direction where it's so different from some of the other ones. And I really like the way, especially in like the lighting against a wall, I love that sometimes you get like another silhouette of the tree or a shadow of the tree. And it's just, for me, it's impressive because I know, what other people do, and I know what I can do, and making these larger pieces, for me as an artist, is the challenging, rewarding part that I love. Let's see. Judith, yes, I do sell them if you're interested. All these pieces have better photos of them in my currently available album on my Facebook or my website. Just email me or message me. I'd love to see which one's your favorite. Paul, do you cost the steel and copper so it don't tarnish or rust? I do not. No, the copper will naturally patina darker over time. And the steel is steel wire, so it'll get a little bit of oxidation on it depending on your home. I know some people have a little more humid homes, but that's the natural material I like. I like when it kind of patinas darker. Again, like I said, I try to match the wire with the stone base. And for me to be able to have that natural kind of, not ancient, but kind of aged natural look, it's really important for the stone to kind of match the tones of the rock with the wire. What is the one beside the rose? Oh, I'll re-show these too. Do your fingers get raw from working? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, you got to watch out on the ends. That's kind of the only sharp part. Like I said, I've done this for so long. You guys at home, actually, everybody hopefully can do this. If you put your hands out and squeeze your thumb to your pointer finger, like this, you'll feel like a bump right here, which is like your, I'm sure somebody would know what exact muscle this is called. But whenever I go into schools or talk to kids or anything, I always squeeze mine and have them poke it, because from constantly squeezing and bending the wire, I have like a huge bump right here. It's pretty fun. don't know if you can hear it because it is pretty quiet now, but the music playing in the background is my brother, aka Hound. He's up in Canada right now with his fiancée, Phoenix, and we miss them a ton, and I'm just really excited to hear some more music coming. Phoenix is also playing tomorrow night. If you go on Phoenix Lazar, or I think even Fox and Hound, their Instagram posted. But we're going to watch as a family, so you can actually just digitally watch a concert that she's putting on. Yeah, I'm so excited to see all of these nominations. It just really shows how many people, how many healthcare workers are out there, and how much we appreciate them. Yes, for those of you that don't know, this copper tree I made on stream, I think 2 or 3 videos ago with my parents, as I taught them how to make wire trees, and I'm giving it away to a healthcare worker. So if you just nominate them by commenting, then in a couple of days I'm going to kind of go through the list and pick someone randomly, and I'll send them a free copper wire tree as a thank you and as a little pay it forward. And if you guys want to see a certain tree again, just comment and I'll swap it up. Carol, no, it's not a map on here. It is actually my workbench, which I showed. If you go back a couple videos, there's actually, whenever anybody visits my studio, I have them doodle on my workbench. So everybody that's come in doodles something, and over time it gets sanded or drawn over or something. But it's just a way to kind of show how many people have been in my space and how lucky I am. So yeah, it's a bunch of ever doodles. Diana, yeah, I drill a hole, yep. Yes, I've done pine trees, Miss Ferret, yeah. Sometimes like this style. I would consider that like a pine tree, just from the shape of the branches. Hey, Callie. No, thank you. Yeah, let's see. I don't know what the going call is. I think we already have 20 nominations, which is just freaking amazing. Can't believe it. Thank you. If anybody right now is watching that is a healthcare worker, thank you from my studio and everybody else. It's just amazing to see how important everybody is in this world. Paul, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Phoenix, I've been playing a lot of video games with your fiance, so, listening to some music, the usual, eating food. Yeah, maybe I'll end the competition on like Monday night, so give people 2 days. And if you've already nominated somebody and you know somebody else, you can definitely nominate as many different people as you want. Oh, Lisa, that's a great nomination. Amazing. Carol, I did have a birthday cupcake, so I guess that kind of counts. Yeah, it's just amazing to hear these stories, and after one of my last videos, somebody messaged me and said that they were just really inspired by my story, and I'm honored, but I love to be able to highlight different people in the society and the people that really deserve extra kudos, especially now. Callie. Oh man, I can't wait to see your little monkey pretty soon. So, hey Alex. I'm trying to evenly share all these different pieces, so bear with me. Alex, I think we should get you or Nick, when Corona's over. I think we need some true professionals in here. We're going to have to get you or Nick. Or I'll just pay you to do my makeup because I'm really bad at it and you're really good at it. And now that Paul, yes, I actually have done a forest scene. If you look on my Wire Trees album, I actually have a really long rock with 5 trees on it. It's sold to an amazing local couple, and it was titled Reforestation, and it was my title piece of a show that I had at the Newburyport Art Association. I had a solo show there two Novembers ago. All right, Alex, deal. Yeah, we definitely need some margaritas too. I think it is a birthday after all, so. And we're gonna finish up here in just a couple minutes. So, just one last reminder: if you've watched so far and you're liking what you're seeing, please make sure you're following me or you share the video. A like really goes a long way. We are giving away this copper wire tree to a healthcare worker, so I just need you to comment their name in this chat, and Monday night I will tally up all the nominations and I'll randomly pick one, and we will give it away to someone that is a healthcare worker. I'll ship it anywhere in the US, no problem. And it's just one little pay it forward National Sculpture Day thank you for all the hard work that they're doing. And we've already gotten over 20 nominations, which is just amazing. So I wish that I could be celebrating my birthday at Paddle Inn in Newburyport with all my favorite bartenders and people. Last year for my birthday we had like 60 people at the bar just all hanging out having fun, which was really heartwarming for me. Thank you, Patty. But yeah, so this year's a little different, so this is the best that we can do, and just a reminder everybody out there to please stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate all of the support. Like I said, there are only 2 of my copper roses left. I sold 16 in the last 3 weeks, which is just amazing. Every tree that you saw here today is also currently available, or like I said, I do commission work. I just got 2 new commission pieces this week, so I really appreciate that. If you haven't commented, any healthcare worker that you know so far, please comment them in the chat so I can count them for the giveaway of this piece. And just please stay safe and healthy. Happy National Sculpture Day. Thanks for spending this hour with me on my birthday. I really appreciated it. And I love you all. And I think with that, I'm going to go spend some family time. So thank you. I appreciate it. And from my studio to yours, just stay happy and healthy. Thanks, guys.